March 3rd, 2016. Here is the life lesson to be learned today about whatever. There is no journey in life except your singular journey in life as the focus, primary variable, you, okay? Now from that point we just picture programming, and we have to describe it this way as line by line, so variables. And we simply, for the rest of our life, are in search of an increase choices, variables to add to your life experience, okay? That's the premise, okay, of our life model, individual, singular. Here's the lesson. Never fall into a religious search for your life response mechanism for a focus of a missing feeling of a love, or that of a worship or a praise of something, for a guilt of your experience. So you only live your life and introduce good thoughts which will guide and include more choices of options to plug into your experience to ultimately feel a joy, a feeling, an emotional response that your machine, your physical body, likes to feel in its physical form. Happiness or sad. So we got two choices. There it is. And once you realize, okay, well, you want to be happy, so boom, you go to happy. And once you just simply feel a joy, happiness at a level where it makes you feel good of your emotional response mechanism, happy. Don't ever feel guilt if afterwards you say, I thought I would have done this and felt happier, or there is no such thing. And so everybody feels what they consider to be their ultimate joy, where they're like, and translates to their search for God, which you are God, is that don't feel bad that whatever happy you feel, and if you've experienced any level of happy, that you're still bored of life or whatever, or you get married and you're happy, and then I wish I would have been happier, or thought I would have been happier, or killed somebody, or loved somebody, and I wish I would have felt better, happy, or sad, or whatever, that it didn't end up being as an emotional feeling you expected to experience. Turns out that what I just said at the very end is the humbleness with wisdom, which becomes the lesson to say that to simply be alive as a human being is the most powerful thing that your God, your perception, whatever has created, your simulation to feel. And at the level positive or negative, that it experiences. Never worry about it. Just promote the best mechanism feeling, and that is the key. Because God will never talk to you. And if God talks to you and a prophet, somebody says, that means your mind is fucking tripping and it's trying to resolve whatever. And that's the way it is. That's the only way. And that's the same thing. That's God. But to express it like that is pointless. Because it's just, they're telling you, they're trying to, the message becomes, well, you ultimately, and they've expressed a feeling of a joy that someone was saying, you would be so much happier if you felt like this, or loved you, God like I do, or whatever. And when you respond or feel, well, no, how can I ever be more happy or sad? It's simply a response mechanism that our form that we're stuck in until we die to experience the next form, feeling mechanism based on whatever form, dimension, reality, whatever it experiences, because it won't be exactly us or not. And for someone to conceive that they're in heaven, experience another reality other than theirs because they were feared death and didn't want to die is a response mechanism of feeling of a bad feeling. And no one will ever understand that in your life. Simply keep your path and experience, and the joy that you feel now in the studies of what you're learning is the most happiest thing that you'll ever be able to experience. And